Yo, what is good? Hope each and every one of you guys are doing well. It's your boy Noah back again with another reading. This one's a little bit gonna be pretty exciting for you guys because we have what's good. It's your boy Noah back again with another reading here. Like I said before, if you are new to my page, welcome. I help people awaken to their true abilities through wellness and spirituality, aka Noah's Ark. And there's an energy of collective of you guys right now who feel like you have to you know defend yourself. Like I'm getting this energy where you're like in your mind you're kind of like throwing up like a fighting stance. That's what we have with the Seven of Wands here. You're really defending how it is that you feel about yourself, and how I feel like you feel about yourself is very bold and confident. You're like, this is who I am. I am getting strong Leo energy. There could be a lot of you who are Leos out there, with those first two cards. So Leo is significant. Like once again, guys, with all my readings, when I talk zodiac signs, I don't talk about it like every other tarot reader, because when a tarot reader says a specific zodiac sign, it's not just their sun sign. I'm talking about a specific placement, right? Doesn't matter what placement it is. If I say Leo and your freaking rising sign's a Leo, that's what that could mean. If you're a Leo, when I say Leo and you have your North Node in the sign of Leo, I could be talking about you too. That's significant, right? And so don't fall into the trap where it's like, it's just your sun sign. But yeah, I am getting strong Leo energy here. But I feel like there's a situation at work with the Three of Pentacles coming out reversed. There's a situation at work right now where you feel like you have to kind of like protect yourself, you know what I mean? I feel like a lot of people, they are like jealous of you, it's kind of the energy that I'm getting. Like I feel like you're starting to feel dissatisfied with your current work situation, you know what I mean? And I feel like it's because you are bold in who you are. You're bold with how you express yourself. And people, when you have somebody who's just super confident in themselves, right, and they know where they're going, they have a huge vision for what it is, you become very magnetic, right? Now, what is magnetism? You attract people to you, right? A lot of people are attracted to your energy, but you also repel a lot of people. So a lot of people, that's what creates dissonance with some people. Some people just don't understand that. Some people don't get that, right? And some people, and it's not your job to show them, right? And you know this. You know that you're like, this is who I am. This is me, and I feel like you have a really big, bold personality. So you don't have to be a Leo, but I feel like in general, you just have like that Leo theme about you where like you are just bold. You're like, this is who I am. I don't give a beep, right? About how I come across to people. And yeah, and it's causing some type of conflict within your work group, within the people who you work with, I should say. There is some type of conflict there. You might feel dissatisfied with, like, you might feel like you're like competing with other people, is kind of the energy that I'm getting. Other people might feel like they're competing with you. Okay, that's more of the energy that I'm getting. It's not that people are, it's not like you're competing with other people, but people feel like they have to compete with you because of your energy. Like you might, like, if you, oh, you might be a server, you might be a bartender, is kind of a little bit of the energy that I'm getting. But I feel like you have a personality where you just make tips. Like, it's not like you make tips and you kind of don't really think about it, is kind of what I'm getting. Like, you're very good at connecting with people, and I feel like you draw in a lot of tips naturally, and I feel like people around you, they don't understand that. They're like, that's kind of where their jealousy comes in, is like they don't understand how you are making more money than them. Wow, it's just becoming more clear as I'm doing this off the cuff right now. But yeah, I feel like you're starting to feel dissatisfied because you're like, I don't want to have to prove myself at my job. I want to be able to come into my job and have people celebrate me. I want people to understand that they can change and grow within themselves, right? They can kind of break in and step into their own as well. But people aren't willing to do work like that. They're not willing to do the inner work like how you have. And part of the reason why you do show up as this bold figure is, for one, it's just your personality, right? It's just your natural personality, but you have done a lot of inner work in order to step into this new energy of yourself, right? And I feel like with the Three of Cups coming out upright, I do feel like you have a good crew around you, not necessarily coworkers, but your friends are very supportive of you. You have a lot of you have friends who really love you, who love celebrating you. And you like that. You notice though, like that you have a that you have a good crew around you. You know that people enjoy being around you. You have a very entertaining personality is kind of what I'm getting. And I do feel like it's this energy where you're starting to understand that maybe you don't need this job. You're like, I can, if I'm making tips like this on my own, right? Yeah, I'm really getting like bartender or like some type of server. So if you are a bartender or some type of server, this could resonate with you. But you don't have to be. That's just kind of an energy that I'm picking up on very heavily with this reading is, yeah, and you feel like you're not getting as celebrated as you should be, because you're resonating with the people who you're serving, but at the same time, they're not, what's it called? You're resonating with the people who you're serving, and you probably like your regulars who come in, but you're just like, is this even worth it? Because you don't want to feel like you're in competition with people, and that you have let go of a lot of old patterns yourself throughout this whole way, right? You have gone on a journey of inner growth and inner healing, and you could have had a spiritual awakening in your past. Spiritual awakening could be significant for some of you guys, but you might have had a situation where you had to look inward within yourself, and there was like an aha moment that you had that completely changed who you were as a person, and it allowed you to step into this bold, confident person that you actually are. And I definitely get this energy that you are, yeah, just somebody who I think you're at this time, you might be reconsidering, whether you want this job long term or not. But I am getting this energy that, be bold and be expressive within who you are. And whatever it is that you decide to do, you ultimately know where your path lies and where you're headed in this lifetime. You don't want to be reckless. You don't want to be distracted. Stay on your path. Choose a path and stick to it. Let me see if there's any other advice for this collective before I end this here. Really quickly, because I only have like a minute, if that. Yeah, honor your word and step into this hero energy, right, with the Knight of Swords, and honor yourself. You are ultimately the person who knows where you're headed, and where where you want to go in this lifetime, and that's a beautiful gift, right? Not everybody can say that they know where they're headed in this life, but you can, and so that's a powerful gift that you have, and so embrace it. Understand that you are the creator of your reality. You just have to tap into what it is that you are actually passionate about. Tap into your passions and tap into your creative side, because this is a big time for you. And so I hope that this resonates with some of you out here. Let me know if that did. But have a wonderful afternoon, morning, or night where you're at. And peace, love, and happiness. Mwah.